Hey, what's up guys, Rivera94 back with another action figure review. Today we are looking at the Hasbro Star Wars The Black Series Deluxe, Jar Jar Binks from Star Wars The Phantom Menace. Here he is as he's packed in. There's the side art, and then here's the back. The back has a read-up that says, a clumsy, well-meaning Gungan outcast on Naboo, Jar Jar Binks struggled to prove his worth throughout his life. Keep in mind, if you still want to order this figure, you still can do so at BigBadToyStore.com. There's a link in the description down below where you still can order yourself one right now. And here we have Jar Jar Binks out of the package as he comes packed in. And Misa think that this came out actually pretty good. Now this did release as a deluxe release, meaning it's not going to be $20, it's going to be $35 or more depending on the size of the figure. And Misa thinks that it could have been released as a regular release easily, but they did include some accessories, and it is a all-new sculpt, so Misa understands why they probably had to up the price and release it as a deluxe release. So we're going to go ahead and take a closer look at Jar Jar Binks. We can see here that the eyes are painted very, very nicely. It looks very realistic to the movie. On top of that, we also have some good paint apps and sculpt for the overall design of this Gungan. You can see the little head fins or head flaps there. They're not articulated, but they are a soft, plasticky, rubberish type of plastic. The neck there. And then we have the torso down to the legs here. If we can get it to focus, and the feet. So he is a taller figure, much bigger than the average Star Wars figure, and again it is a all-new sculpt. So here's one of the accessories that we get. We get the shield that he had when he was on the battle at, I think Naboo it was. Very nicely done here with the effect, the purple effect on the shield, on the edges there. Misa liked that quite a bit. And then we get a spear or a staff here that comes in two pieces because it would not fit in the box like so, but you still can easily connect it and make it a full staff or spear. And then lastly we get his little torch here that he held at the end of the movie, I believe. Hopefully Misa not getting this stuff wrong. It's been quite a while since Misa's seen the movie. Oh, I'm gonna get hated on in the comments. Alright, so up next we're gonna take a look at the articulation of Jar Jar Binks. The head moves quite a bit. The head movement is actually really, really good. It's on a ball jointed peg here. So we can get him to look up quite a bit, looking down quite a bit as well. Overall the head range is fantastic on this figure. Tilts, everything. Neck is a separate piece, articulated. Move it around as much as you so want. And then the arms are going to go forward and back, in and out. There's no bicep swivel. Single jointed elbow. Swivel at that elbow. Swivel at the wrist with a hinge. Diaphragm joint goes forward and back. You know, just like any regular diaphragm joint will. Kick forward about this far. Go back, in and out. We have thigh swivels. Double jointed knees. Then we have an ankle hinge and a rocker at the foot. So then here we have him with the shield and spear in hand. So Misa thinks that this is a very nice addition to this release. It's a little weird getting him to hold it at first because the way you hold it is, as you see, horizontally and not vertically. So the hand has to either be like that or upside down. I don't know, it's just weird. Yusa really want to get him to hold it vertically, but it's not how it's set up. Overall, Yusa can see how good that looks, and it'll make for some good displays out there. And then there is a look at Jar Jar with the torch in hand. So here we can take a look at a little size comparison between Jar Jar Binks and Qui-Gon Jinn. This is a Black Series Qui-Gon Jinn, of course. Definitely do feel like we're going to get a re-release of this Qui-Gon eventually with the face printing tech. I think it's needed. So Misa definitely expects that to come around, most likely in an archive wave. And then up next we'll get Jar Jar next to Obi-Wan Kenobi, which is the Phantom Menace version of Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Padawan learner. So it's fitting because it's from the same movie, of course. Did get multiple variations of Jar Jar, but that was later on in the later movies, episode 2 and episode 3. But here you can really see the scale of Jar Jar and how big Jar Jar is next to the two Jedis. And we're going to pan out a little bit here, and then we'll throw in the deluxe Marvel Legends Thanos just for the heck of it, just because Misa recently reviewed it. And just a little shameless plug, check out that review if Yusa missed out on that. So overall, Misa really likes this release of Jar Jar Binks, but Misa also feels like it should have came with a little bit more. Jar Jar Binks is a very silly, funny character. A lot of people hate him. But with that being said, Misa feels like he should have came with another head, another alternate head. Something with a more silly expression, maybe his tongue sticking out when he stretches his tongue out, when he does the silly face. Or when he's scared, or I don't know, just something different. Misa feels like they could have packed in at least one more head into this pack and given us something more expressive in the face. So finally, it took a while, but we finally have one. But that's going to pretty much do it for the review. If you heard any booms and bangs in the background, that was just fireworks. This is recording this on New Year's Eve, so people are going crazy with the fireworks around Misa's house. So apologize for that. Hopefully Yusa enjoyed this review. If Yusa did, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and as always, have a great day. Bye.
That's crispy.